Welcome to the AI Mafia. In this training, I will break down the exact steps to make your first $100,000 by leveraging AI into building AI automated businesses. But before we get started, what if I told you that you were late and that you should have known what I'm about to teach you 6 months ago? In reality, you were supposed to start using AI to create wealth the split second when it first started appearing in your life. I'm not kidding. Imagine this. Imagine using ChatGPT for the very first time, thinking you'll become a millionaire in just 3 days. 3 years later, you're still the same, or even worse, you started treating AI like a friend, a therapist. You became lazy, feeding the algorithm with your deepest secrets and your profound fears, instead of using it like a slave to make fuck you money and escape your 9 to 5. You see, the only reason why we started this foundation is to help young individuals learn how to create wealth through the use of artificial intelligence for free. And I will remain here until you have received all that I must give you. And to be completely frank with you, no, I have nothing to sell you in this course. It's completely free. So instead of making you watch a 20-minute long video using the hero's journey, which is nothing more than a psychology-backed marketing framework, they position themselves as the hero of your story by telling you some weird personal story where they hit rock bottom, then came across a magical way of making money. Then they pressure you with fake testimonials, bank account screenshots, and a timer that resets every single solitary time that you refresh the page. Instead, I will give you all the sauce for free, because I know you're tired of watching these free courses only to end up getting sold a $10,000 mentorship program where they toss you into a stupid course to learn some oversaturated method, then they stop answering your messages the second you put your credit card details. So the AI Mafia is absolutely free, and the reason behind it is very simple. I don't need your money. I make my profits from the actual AI business models that I'm about to teach you. And second, this is your last warning, I strongly recommend you to not do what I do, because you will become obsessed with winning. Your relationships might start to fall off. Half of the time, you'll be thinking about acquiring more clients. You will lose sleep, and no one, and I mean nobody, will understand why you're working so hard. Family, friends, acquaintances, they're gonna think that you're stupid, crazy, or even delusional with your goals and aspirations. Behind your back, everyone's gonna say that you're a complete loser. So I need you to understand that this path is not meant for everybody. So this is your last chance to walk away if you think this isn't for you. But if you're a money-driven freak just like me and want to prove everyone that you're not a mistake, and you want to find meaning in your life by making hundreds of thousands of dollars by starting that beautiful thing you call a business, this is absolutely for you, and I will gladly hand you the fucking formula you've been looking for. And look, I value your time, so every single word in this training is articulated with one specific purpose, which is to teach you a specific way to make money using AI. I will break down the exact roadmap to go from $0 to $100,000, $100,000 to $1 million, along with 10 strategies and AI money methods you probably didn't even know existed prior to this training. This AI Wealth Masterclass is supercharged with what I call VPS, value per minute, and it's divided into 3 parts. So part 1, this is where we remove all the doubts, eliminate self-sabotage, and build a strong foundation of what's coming next. And in part 2, we will cover how to use AI to create your first automated business, from ideation to product creation to marketing and automated sales processes. Part 3, this is where I'm going to be taking you through the entire business infrastructure of my unique system that allows me to make $17 million a year as a 27-year-old entrepreneur that keeps turning ideas into automated businesses without burning myself. And for those who don't know me, my name is Mohammed, and I've made my money from every single possible way you can imagine. I started back in 2015. I did dropshipping, SMMA, trading Forex, cryptocurrency, creating NFT projects, you name it, I did it. Then I was deported from 2 countries. I lost 2 businesses and got it back running the second I discovered how to effectively use AI to build automated businesses. And honestly, this is not about my story. Otherwise, we would have called it a date, not a masterclass. This is about changing your life by making fuck you money through the use of AI. Look, in this training, I will not only show you the exact way to build your first AI automated business, but I will also keep showing up every single week by doing live masterclasses, rating your business ideas and holding your hand in every single step of the way until you reach your goals. And you will learn exactly how to leverage AI to build apps, softwares, AI products, and make fuck you money every single month with no technical background, no capital, and not even a team. So the question is, why someone less qualified than you, probably less smarter than you, is making more money than you, and why certain people try everything and still fail to deliver results? Well, let me say this. The only reason why certain people have a tendency to be good at making money is predicting trends. and obviously taking action by getting into the market at the right time. And right now, AI is not a momentary trend. It is the fastest growing industry on earth, creating millionaires every single day. But it's also the greatest enemy against humanity. Humans have developed something far greater than our understanding. Government agencies are pouring trillions of dollars toward the race to develop the best AI model. Big tech corporations are making shifts to adjust to this exponential evolution, and 40 million jobs have already been wiped out in 2025. People in universities and colleges right now are studying for jobs that will most likely not exist by the time they graduate. The US government alone has invested more than $455 billion in AI so far. Meta is projecting a $600 billion investment in AI, and even small businesses are forced to adapt and start using AI. And while everyone else is debating whether AI will replace their jobs, you'll be ahead of the curve with a fully functioning AI business that runs on autopilot. The world has already changed, and we're way past any turning point. That's why you need to protect yourself by having enough money that you no longer rely on a job or any government or system to feed you. And let me tell you, the only reason why you haven't been able to make progress in your previous endeavors is the same mind that can binge watch 4 hours straight of Netflix TV shows and play video games all night will try to sabotage you during this training, like it always did. Laziness, procrastination, and doubt will most likely kick in, telling you that you should start something else. And 99% of the time, that's the reason why you haven't achieved your goals, because science shows that when you have nothing, your brain starts to want to do everything, jumping from one idea to another. This week you're into AI. Next you want to sell t-shirts. Then you hear someone talking about real estate, and suddenly you want to do real estate. And at the same time you want to become a coder, a trader, a dropshipper. You dabble a little bit in sales, have learned marketing, and wonder why you're not going anywhere. You're literally creating a shitstorm in your mind, and the truth is, every single time you move from one thing to another, you not only go straight to crashing out, but you also reset the clock to zero. No wonder why you feel so burnt out. So here's what you will learn in this training. AI marketing models. In this new era of AI marketing and virality, having a good marketing strategy is not enough. While everyone else is stuck with old methods, outdated funnels, useless landing pages, I will share with you my unique way to leverage AI to create and market products and services following the PMF and PCP method, which is product market fit and purple cow products, and how to market them using the GOC, global outreach communication, which is the technique that acts as an amplifier to get your ideal client in front of your offer every single time, and the VEF formula, which is the virality engineered formula. And as a bonus, I will share with you my unique way, which will allow you to run highly converting ads with no capital, zero budget. It's called NAC, ads at no cost, literally no money out of pocket, and still run ads on Instagram and YouTube and any other platform of your choice. Second, AI automated sales processes. Now, there's a big difference between owning a business that makes money and having notes on your phone filled with business ideas. The entity that you call a business can only be called a business if there's money coming into your bank account from that specific business. It means that you're currently selling a product, offer, or service. If not, I hate to break it down to you, but all you have is an idea, not a business yet. So in this section, I will teach you the effective ways to sell low ticket products priced anywhere between $50 to $500 and high ticket products all the way to $5,000. With another bonus, a complete breakdown of the SLP method, invented and used by the one and only Wolf of Wall Street. This technique alone made him $22 million in 3 fucking hours, and I will show you how to implement it in your sales processes. Third, 10 of the $1 million AI money methods, divided into 5 categories. I will show you exactly how to build your first AI digital asset, how to sell AI services, how to leverage the AI influencer business UGC model, AI arbitrage, and literally how to build a multi-million-dollar app with absolutely no tech or coding background. And it all requires zero capital, each broken down with a user-friendly step-by-step guide for you to reach your first $100,000 in sales, then $1 million. These playbooks and guides will be provided to you for free after watching this training. And lastly, in this separate module, I'm gonna take you through the entire AI business infrastructure that I used to make $17 million at the age of 25 with no technical background. I am now 27 and I can say that my businesses make fuck you money because I knew how to use AI to put 20% of efforts and automate 80% of processes to maximize performance and results, which means more cash. Consider this a fast forward MBA to save you time and money to launch your $1 million idea with literally everything you need to know about AI automated businesses. I'm talking about the kind of courses that shouldn't be free at all. But fuck it, I don't sell courses, never did, never will. And if you still think that making $1 million is unattainable, let me remind you that there's 58 million people on earth whose net worth surpasses $1 million US. And $1 million is what? It's a nice house, a supercar, couple nice watches, 2-3 vacations, and that's it. So you need to rewire your mind into thinking that in the province of the mind, there are no limits. What one believes to be true is either true or becomes true in your reality. This is my gift to you to absolutely guarantee your success provided you finish this training. So regardless of where you are or your circumstances, I want you to remember this. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and powers of the darkness and against spiritual forces of evil in heavenly places. And right now, AI might be your best friend. But what you don't know is that AI will use you if you don't use it right. It will consume your existence, replace your job, and even control you if you don't use it correctly. AI's only purpose is to serve you and make you wealthy. Once again, welcome to the AI Mafia. Okay, perfect. Welcome to part 2. So here's the only 3 rules you need to respect in order for this training to actually work for you and obviously start seeing results as fast as possible. As I mentioned before, in addition to this training, you will be provided with all the tools and resources for free, along with access to our private Discord community where we go live every single week, teaching you new ways on how to use AI to make more money. To get all of this, it's very simple. Just finish the next 2 parts of the masterclass because I will randomly leak a secret password in each video. All you have to do is send us the passwords on Telegram and we will send you all the resources and links for free. We're talking about playbooks, guides, checklists, more videos, more courses for free. And that alone is worth thousands of dollars to the members who will use them. Second, whenever you see something next to the AI Mafia triangle, just like this one, note it down or take a screenshot. That means that it's a very important piece of information that you can start using right away. And if you're on your phone, it's easier to download the WAP app. It's free and you will be able to stay updated if we ever decided to drop another free course and get notifications for whenever we go live to answer your questions. Rule number 3, remember, you're already late and this is not self-help. You have to make up for that lost time. I'm not here to motivate you. That's why you need to think like a sniper. Pick one AI money model out of the 10, use the viral AI marketing tactics and the sales processes that you will be learning in this module, and dig deep this time. No more surface level scratching or moving from idea to another. Remember, this is not self-help. It's an execution plan. And execution is the missing link. Lack of execution would simply lead to self-sabotage and doubt. It's the only reason why you fall short on your promises. It's the gap between what you want and your ability to achieve it. And I can provide you with the best training on earth. Tactics, strategies that work, but without your ability to get shit done, regardless of how you feel, you won't go anywhere. So your goal as an entrepreneur is to link the 3 core processes of your business: yourself, obviously, and the AI models you're about to learn, and the operating plan that we will cover toward the end of this training. Section 1, marketing. In theory, practice and theory are the same. In practice, theory doesn't even exist. That's why, although I went to one of the best business schools in North America, I just couldn't wrap my head around the fact that whatever they were teaching us didn't match the reality. So let me break down the 5 most practical marketing concepts that you can take and use right away to successfully launch your AI automated business. This is pretty much everything you need to know about marketing to build your business and get millions of people to see what you're selling every single day. Every single concept is explained using the what, why, how method. What is it? Why it's important, and how to use it. We will cover product market fit, how to create purple cow products that stand out. Then we will move to global outreach communication, and we will see how to go viral every single time using the virality engineered formula. And at the very end, in this section, we will cover how to run ads on your favorite platforms. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at no cost, absolutely no money out of pocket. So let's start with product market fit. Now, if your business was a girl, this would be her G-spot. Everything else is a complete waste waste of time if you don't get this one right. And the simple definition of this concept is creating a product or service that people want and need. And I know it might sound very basic to you, but it's not. Think about the game Tetris. Every single move changes the course of the entire game. And every single time that you do some kind of rotation, you're creating endless new opportunities so that your piece fits perfectly on the board. So in business, 99% of entrepreneurs never get there because they get caught up on focusing on building a product that they themselves want or need, only to find themselves with something that no one really wants or needs. And they wonder why so many of their products fail. And that's why it's very important to dissociate your ego, preferences, and hobbies from your business. Following your passion and staying broke is totally absurd. But if your product revolves around your passion and you nail the PMF model, that's alchemy for serious cash, my friend. So once again, you must create and market a product that people want and need to the point where you have to get users addicted to your product in order for you to increase retention and consumption, which ultimately leads to a huge amount of sales and cash collected. And the truth is, some businesses get it right on the first try, like what Airbnb and Uber did. They found a specific need, closed the gap by detecting a problem that nobody saw, and they solved it before competitors even knew what was happening in the market. And the reason why this is so important, if you hit PMF and market it the right way, you then become a reference in that specific market, leading with absolute domination and no competition. It might or might not be the case for you. You might stumble upon the perfect product or service that resonates with your audience on the very first try. But for the rest of businesses, they have to test and tweak multiple times before getting to product market fit. And I will show you the exact framework that I used over the years to get it right every single time. And if you don't get it right on the first try, it's okay. Just remember, Nokia sold paper and wood products before even selling phones to now move into selling network and AI infrastructures. Shopify was called Snow Devil at first. It was an online store selling snowboard equipment to now becoming the leading e-commerce platform, valued at $185 billion. Instagram was called Bourbon. Yes, just like the drink. The first version of the app was being used to rank bars, share pictures of the bars and restaurants, and just share them between friends. Turns out that users only cared about the feature where you can share pictures with your friends. Then the owners of the app adjusted the app based on users' preferences, then became a market disruptor, making it possible for the first time to post a picture in less than 3 clicks. I know at this point it sounds very basic for you, but think about when this shit didn't exist. Right? And as you know, later on, Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion and 23 million shares of Facebook stock to now being worth over $441 billion. So my point is, when the market doesn't respond to your product, instead of giving up on your entire business, you make changes on the product according to your audience preferences, not yours. And to do it correctly, you need to avoid these common mistakes. First, falling in love with your product instead of falling in love with building your business. This is gonna lead you to a point where you no longer want to change the product or modify anything. You then become fixated on one product or idea. And then when it doesn't work, you blame it on luck, fate, or destiny. Remember, it's very easy to engineer a successful product. Money aside, you need to fall in love with your business. And the only goal of any business on earth is to solve OPM, other people's problems, and make money in the process. Number 2, building in a vacuum or in secret. So hiding in your cave secretly, coding or developing your product for 6 months, thinking that someone somewhere will steal your idea is a classic mistake, because you will end up with a product polished that nobody needs. Instead, I want you to build in public. Let the world know what you're up to. It will not only give you instant feedback and get you closer to your target audience, because people are gonna resonate with whatever you're doing, but it'll also instill accountability, since people are expecting you to build something after announcing it. Third, relying on AI and neglecting human feedback. Yes, AI will help you go 1,000 times faster. And yes, this course is about AI automated businesses. But remember, AI won't buy your products. So instead of using it to replace your thinking, use it to amplify your thinking. For example, instead of saying ChatGPT, give me 10 business ideas that I can start now with no capital, no teams, blah, blah, blah. You say, here, ChatGPT, here's a list of 3 industries. Let's identify 10 common problems and build a product around it. And always use ChatGPT on deep research mode. You can do it for free, and it's gonna allow ChatGPT to access the browser and give you the most updated answer every single time. Number 4, scaling too early. This one is huge. I keep getting DMs from people every single day, messaging me about trying to scale their business. My first response is, how many clients do you have right now? oh no, I'm just starting, working on landing my big clients or whatever. Or I get people that want me to invest in their business idea, and they be like, okay, bro, so I have this crazy idea and I need to scale it. These people don't understand the definition of scaling. Scaling is expanding. And if you got nothing, you cannot expand anything. It's not genius. It's just logic and common sense, right? Now, let's say you have a little bit of money saved up to fund your business. Pumping money and resources into marketing and hiring people in order for you to scale before nailing product market fit is the fastest way for you to burn your cash with no guaranteed result. It's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. It's still gonna be empty at the end of the day, right? I want you to fix the product, which is the bucket first. Ensure that you have a solid business foundation organically before thinking about scaling. And if you have the right foundation, if it's strong enough with the right product, scaling happens naturally and exponentially. You will first struggle a little bit to get your first client, then a little less to get 10 clients, simply because you persisted, then 100 clients because you stayed consistent this time, then 1,000 clients because now you have a system and a proven product that people want and need, each time becoming more easy and more predictable. So the common question is how to engineer a product market fit and what should you do once you get it. The model that I use is extremely simple. And just like how we mentioned that the success of any business relies on the speed of execution of its owner, the very first thing you need to do is to decrease the production cycle. A production cycle is the time that usually takes you to turn your idea into an MVP, which is the first ever functional version of your product. So imagine this. Imagine you're trying to seduce a girl at a bar, okay? And every single time you go up to her with a new pickup line and a better approach, she would forget about the previous interaction that you guys had. So now you can allow yourself to fuck up and be stupid on the first try, right? And you will keep trying until you learn what she likes. And you'll automatically start coming up with a better approach every single time and better words to talk to her. So the girl is the equivalent of your audience. And in business, this is going to allow you to do something we call shadow testing, which will permit you to fail or succeed better and faster. So let's say that you've gathered enough feedback and data and you came across the conclusion that your product sucks. You will use that to pivot and make changes fast according to what the market starves and dictates. You will keep doing it until you generate explosive market reactions. You will then know that you hit the G-spot, champagne showers, baby. You hit product market fit. And once you hit it, let go of everything else. Nothing matters anymore. You're locked into that one specific product. That's what we call in business a cash cow. You then move from phase one, which is trying and experiencing, to doubling down on what previously worked. So here's a $100,000 prompt designed for you to plug in ChatGPT. That way you can generate PMF or check if your product respects every single criteria mentioned in this training. It's inside the resources that you will get for free in the viral AI marketing playbook under section product market fit, along with a product launch checklist and a dozen more prompts. And don't worry, if you lack product ideas or don't know what to build, I got 10 AI money models with products and ideas primed for you to hit product market fit if you do the rest of this strategy correctly. Second, we got Purple Cow products. This concept is now being used by people like Mr. Beast and Andrew Tate to market their brands and create billion-dollar businesses. So imagine this. You're driving back from work and you usually drive across a field full of white and brown cows. But this time you notice something strange. As you're driving, you begin to see a purple cow. 100% of the time, you will stop the car and check out if what you see is actually real. And since you know you're not high or tripping on something, you will most likely pick up your phone, start taking pictures, record videos, and send them to your friends. And you will keep talking about the purple cow for the next month until it becomes the new normal and everybody sees it. In today's saturated market, being good or having a good product is never enough. Your product must be the purple cow because purple cow products always go viral and disturb industries. And for that exact reason, I use this very simple model to create purple cow products using these 4 characteristics. Number 1, it's different. It needs to stand out on purpose. This is going to differentiate your company from any existing competitors. Second, it's remarkable. It makes people stop what they're doing and automatically get in tune with your product, talk about it, and share their experiences every single time, creating a ripples effect that we now call a trend. Third, it must solve a problem that your audience might or might not be aware of, giving you a first mover's advantage, which means being the first and only one in an untapped market, capitalizing on this opportunity before anybody notices it. Fourth, it creates a problem, then solves it. Now, the perfect example for this is Apple's AirPods. Prior to launching their product, no one really cared about having wires hanging around their necks while listening to music, right? Then Apple came with the brilliant idea of removing cables, and suddenly nobody wanted traditional earphones or headsets that had wires, to the point where it became inconvenient to have wires hanging around your neck. Let's just say this: Apple didn't create a new product, they created a new norm, set a new standard. Then the other brands followed, but 99% of the time, competitors get in late. That's why you usually see one or two companies dominating over a specific market with sometimes just one similar product. So yes, branding is extremely important. Having a clear logo and a neat design is very important, but 99% of your business's revenue relies solely on the problem that your product solves. So here's a 3-step framework that will show you how to engineer remarkability by building a purple cow product into your AI automated business. Number 1, figure out what everyone is doing, and by everyone I mean competitors, and do the opposite. And here's a ChatGPT prompt that you can copy and paste. ChatGPT, analyze the top 10 competitors in whatever industry you picked. List what they have in common, which means product features, pricing, offers, then highlight gaps or things that customers keep complaining about, and tell me what they're all missing. Number 2, exaggerate, eliminate, or flip the script. The common mistake is to follow the script, because if you follow the script, you will end up just like everyone else. So exaggerate and go big. Take one thing that people like and push it to the extreme. A relatable example would be when Domino's Pizza went all in on delivery speed against Pizza Hut. 30 minutes or it's free. That approach alone got their company to $15 billion in sales. And another example of when ChatGPT came out and people started saying that Google search will eventually die. If Google didn't make a move by integrating their AI research mode and Gemini and a bunch of AI features, it would have probably stopped existing. So adapt, change, and keep moving as you're building. Only a fool would think that they have a final version of their current product. So no matter how big you go, you must keep updating and coming up with new ideas or products. Along with having a shocking name, bold claims, and an unusual approach, you need to add a social trigger. Rare Beauty is a cosmetic company that made $2.7 billion in sales. They were the ones who invented the Get Ready With Me style videos. Their influencers were instructed to follow a very specific type of videos to promote their products. Did they have the best product in the industry? I don't know shit about makeup, but probably not. But was it marketed using the purple cow approach? Definitely. It became a trend until it became a new norm. Another example would be when ChatGPT's social trigger got them 1 million users in 5 days. For the first time in history, and to challenge your perspective in numbers, Netflix got to 1 million users in 3.5 years. GPT did that in 5 days. The social trigger was, guys, look how easy I'm doing this complex task. Guys, look how fast I can do this or generate that. And everyone started talking about it and posting about it, bragging to their friends what they can achieve using that specific tool. And look, I understand you might not have the means and you're not even supposed to invent the next flying cars or folding jetpacks that you can put in your backpack. Matter of fact, if creativity is not your strongest asset, I made this prompt to give you ideas of purple cow products in your niche. Or you can simply stick to product market fit and still be making millions of dollars. So here's another $100,000 prompt designed for you to plug in ChatGPT. That way you can generate purple cow products, or check if your product respects the criteria. Once again, it's inside all the resources that you will receive for free in the AI marketing playbook section, purple cow product, along with a bunch of other checklists and a few dozen more prompts. But anyways, for this to work, you need to understand the GOC and the VEF to actually make sales and launch with amplification. Third section, global outreach communication. This is the part where I teach you how to infect the algorithm like a billion-dollar company. I literally have it printed down on my office walls. Infect the algorithm with your content. If internet was a sea, I would drown it with content about my company and product and make sure everyone knows what I'm selling and what I'm building. By far, this is the most essential part of your marketing strategy. If your business was a man, this would be his ding-dong, and he must stay hard at all times. So think about your marketing department as a radio station broadcasting a radio show in the area where you obviously operate. And if the antenna is not working, you won't be able to communicate with nobody. and no one will know that your show exists. Now, let's say that the antenna is fixed, but tuned into the wrong frequency, and it landed for some reason in a country that doesn't speak English. It's absolutely worthless since nobody will understand what you're saying. Now, let's relate this to your AI automated business. The most effective way to communicate about your product is audio visual methods, specifically short format videos. You cannot argue with this. This is the number one way to get millions of people to see your product using a 6 to 10 second video. And seriously, nobody wants to read long ass emails or blog posts, and you certainly don't have the budget to rent those big ass highway billboards. So to market your product efficiently, you must create short format content around it, whether you want to show your face or not. And the latest technique that's being used right now to market any kind of product is the AI influencer UGC model, which we will analyze later on, and I will show you exactly how to create avatars like this to promote your business, along with how to go viral every single time. So in order for you to have a successful marketing strategy, your GOC must follow these rules. Number one, addressability. To do that, you must first narrow down your ICP, ideal client profile. You must know exactly your target, how they think, how they speak, and how they act. A perfect example of an ICP in the self-help niche, for example, would be a struggling version of yourself 5 years ago that needed help but couldn't find any. Once you have that figured out, you now know exactly who is your ideal client profile. Second, a clear message, expressing your vision, mission, values, all aligned with your brand's image. I'll give you a quick example. At AI Mafia, we empower entrepreneurs to build fully automated businesses by leveraging AI so that they can create their dream life. Now, every single piece of content should align with this message. And it doesn't mean that you have to repeat this phrase every single time in videos like a retard. It just means that you have to use it as a guiding principle for creating your content. Number three, volume over quality. Volume negates quality, luck, and any other variable. Create so much volume that it becomes impossible for your business to fail. And let's be clear, I'm not talking about diminishing the quality of your product. This is about the quality of your marketing tactic and content. Because I could have the worst marketing campaign, but still manage to post 100 reels and get it seen by a huge amount of people, and you, having spent 6 months crafting the best quality marketing campaign and hiring experts, but also got 0 to no views. I will still beat you every single time in terms of cash collected. Exposure to attention is everything in this business model, and the only way to guarantee exposure is through pushing volume, just like in the gym. The more reps and the heavier you go, the more muscles you'll end up building. Common sense and logic, right? So how does that apply to you? Let's be conservative and assume that you're only 1% lucky and that 1% of your videos will go viral. Now you know exactly what to do. You have to post 100 times to get that one golden nugget. And if you have to sacrifice the quality of your content to create more volume, so be it. And the downfall of every single online entrepreneur is that they post one YouTube video, 3 reels, and they get 200 views and they call it a day. Motherfucker, I know businesses on Instagram that post almost 100 times a day. They're obviously using AI automated processes, so you can't do it by yourself, specifically manually. That's why I will show you how to use it to pump content. But fuck it, man. Mediocre efforts lead to mediocre results. You cannot put bare minimum efforts and expect great returns. And as you can see here, you control the components in red. A clear message plus volume creates relatability. A huge volume plus addressability creates virality, which we will cover in depth in the next section. Our model relies on virality. And lucky for you, I have a formula for it. And yes, there is a specific way where you combine volume with the virality engineered formula to ensure a successful launch. So here's a $100,000 AI prompt designed for you to create a whole marketing strategy following the GOC structure, and to see if your marketing and strategy content follows these guidelines. Once again, it's inside the resources that you will be able to get for free in the Viral AI Marketing Playbook section, Global Outreach Communication. But before we get to the next chapter, you need to be honest with yourself. Are you communicating hard enough about your product and your business? Or have you been doing bare minimum, and that's why you haven't generated the results that you've been looking for? Ask yourself this question. Section 4. Virality engineered formula. Instagram statistics showed that 90% of the videos that went viral made no money to their owners. It's true. Think about it this way. If you post a cat video and it hits 100 million views, you might get some likes, comments, and follows, but if it's not backed by a product, there's no way you'll be able to make money. I know it's different on other platforms like TikTok and YouTube where you can actually monetize your views, but this is not about that. It's about positioning your product in front of your ideal clients. So on the flip side, If that page has a cat's product or sells a cat's t-shirt, for example, you might get some clicks on your website if it's properly linked to the account, and you might potentially get some sales. But who cares about cat videos? My point is, do not try to go viral if you don't have a product, service, and an offer ready. And as the algorithm keeps changing, here's how to go viral every single time according to Instagram CEO's recent updates. Every single piece of content should have at least 4 of the following elements. Number 1, speak to a certain audience pain point. For example, if you feel depressed and stuck, do X to get Y. Back it up with a PT. Promise of transformation. I promise if you do X for 30 days, you will see Y results. You also have to evoke emotions, challenge perspective, specify numbers. 5 rules to get anything you want in life. Urgency and timeliness, also known as FOMO. 2023, 2024, 2025, and you're still doing the same thing. 2026 will be the same if you don't log in right now. That was an example of the urgency and timeliness hook. PS, personal story or any kind of storytelling. EM, empower and motivate. CS, be clear and concise. And if you use these elements in your videos and actually push volume this time, there's no way you won't go viral. And the only metric that really matters is not likes and views. What matters the most is retention rate. How many viewers watched the video till the end? Meaning that you had a strong 2 to 3 second hook and you actually delivered value until the end of the video. That's why they saved the video after watching it, because they now think that they might need it later on at some point in their life. Relatability and shareability. The number of shares creates a ripple effect, causing your video to go viral and ultimately leads to exponential growth and reach. So here's a $100,000 AI prompt designed for you to create the most viral pieces of content using the VEF structure. Let's finish this section by saying that one piece of content, one single video, can change the course of your entire life. I've seen people going from rags to riches because of one poorly edited video that they were not even gonna post at the first time. So whatever you're holding on to right now, just post the damn content. No one's gonna judge you, and even if they do, who cares about them? This is about you. And this is the last section of the marketing training. This is my unique model of running paid ads on YouTube, Instagram, and any other platform of your choice at absolutely no cost out of pocket. To explain this model, we first have to understand what the house money effect is. You enter a casino with $100 of your hard-earned money taken out of your paycheck, and you play the roulette. Ball lands on the color that you picked. Now you're up 100. Your mind will play a trick and tell you that the second $100 that you just won is less valuable than the one that you walked in with. Therefore, you can afford and risk it on another casino game. That's why you hear folks saying after they win, dude, this is literally the casino's money. I don't care if I lose it. Now, I need you to condition your mind into thinking that in business, money is money, regardless of how fast and easy you get it. And your business's money is not your money. You literally have to reinvest a part of it in order for you to go faster and pay yourself a salary as the owner. We will also cover this later on, but the greatest downfall of every successful business owner is eating from his profits and capital. Now back to ads, or what we call paid traffic. I know this is very basic for the advanced guys watching this, but I promised a what, why, and how explanation. Ads is the simple act of buying views from platforms that have a massive number of users. By doing that, you're buying a ticket or a digital space to be exposed in front of potential buyers. The number one mistake that happens to businesses that solely rely on running ads is that when you have the wrong product with most likely a broken system or no system at all, and you don't even know it, you're just burning your cash. And you should switch to ANC, ads at no cost. Running paid ads prior to selling your product or service organically is like taking steroids before getting a gym membership. It might sound exciting for some people, but it's totally stupid. I'm not against using gear, but you have to put in the work first. You gotta get into the habit of working out, learn proper form, put in the reps, and then if that's what you want, you can add the secret juice. It's the same principle for ads, but if you have a massive budget and you're willing to sacrifice a portion of it to test if you have the right product, that's a different story. But if you're like me, when I first started, I had no money. This is exactly what I did to run ads with absolutely no money out of pocket. Okay, let's say that you're selling a $500 info product or service that doesn't cost you anything to produce. And after doing your extensive homeworks, according to the industry, that your CAC, which is the cost of acquiring a client, is between $80 to $90. It means that it costs you $80 to $90 to land one client if you were to buy ads. Now, the first step is to test your funnel organically. For the next 4 days, I want you to put all your efforts and energy into selling your product to one person. Most people want to land 100 clients, but they forget that you actually have to get that first client to get to 10, then 100. So focus on the first step, because if you cannot sell a $500 info product to one person organically, it means that there is a flaw in your product. And even with unlimited ads budget, you wouldn't have gotten any result. This technique will save you time and money. Do whatever it takes for the next 4 days. Message a couple people, post 100 videos about it, stories, knock doors, and if they don't open, break them. Because when you have nothing, you got nothing to lose. So if your product hits PMF and you successfully sell it to, let's say, one client for $500, this is when the real magic happens. Instead of taking your profits and celebrating that night, you must treat that money as your business capital, not yours. Now you're up $500 and now you have proof of concept and you've validated your product, and you also have the most critical data, which is that one client costs $90 and a client is worth $500 to your business, because that's the price you're selling your product for. Obviously, this is before tax and assuming that there is no cost of production, since it's an info product or a service that you will deliver yourself. You take that $500 and you put it into your first ads campaign. Now you have a guaranteed return of a minimum of 5 clients, because you know it costs you $90 to get one client, and that's how you're gonna go from $0 to $500 in less than a day. Flip $500 to $2,500 in literally 5 to 6 days. Do it once a week, you're at $10,000. Pretty cool when you look at it this way. Now that we covered marketing, virality, ads with no capital, and everything in this department, let's take a closer look at the money-making department, sales. I had to learn sales the hardest possible way. I knocked doors in Canada selling door-to-door services from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 6 days a week. For 5 years, I've talked to tens of thousands of people, cold called thousands of businesses, and sold a variety of products and services using every single sales technique you've probably heard of. And looking back at it right now, it's very funny, because each time that I would go broke, I would find something to sell. It's that easy. If you learn how to sell properly, you'll never go broke again. So why do you have to become an expert in sales in order for you to become a successful entrepreneur? Well, the answer is very short. If marketing is the queen of all skills, sales is the king. While one seduces people to take a look at what you're selling, the other imposes the idea that your product is the best invention since television. And I would say that this is arguably the single skill that turns broke people into millionaires and millionaires into billionaires, because every single entrepreneur is a salesperson. It doesn't matter how big your company is, it's always about signing deals and selling products or services. Now that we have that sorted, what is sales? In short, sales is influence. It's your ability to influence people to go with your decision because they believe that you have something that they don't and that would benefit them later down the road. And in the digital space, there's 2 types of sales. Low tickets, any product between $50 to $500, and high tickets, anything between $500 up to $5,000. And I personally consider anything above $5,000 a high ticket. But some of y'all might not have the conviction and the expertise to sell a product or a service worth more than $5,000. It's really the same logic if you ask me. So part of this training is designed for you to get to a level where you can close deals and spit out big numbers without stuttering. Each type of sales requires 2 different approaches. But first, let's see why people buy things from other businesses but refuse to buy things from your business. The answer is very simple. Roses are red, the sky is blue. If they don't buy from you, it's because they don't trust you. So how can my clients trust me? Look, based on thousands of hours spent on the subject of sales and being mentored by the best salespeople on earth, like Brian Tracy, Jordan Belfort, and Alex Hormozi, it all comes down to 3 simple ingredients. Number 1, authority. Number 2, enthusiasm. And 3, empathy. Authority relies on your degree of leadership to influence people to make decisions. People hate making decisions. They hire other people to make decisions for them. They go to see a doctor because they don't want to make the decision that they simply have to go to the gym. They hire a financial advisor because they don't want to make the decision to learn how to manage their own money. And they hire a business consultant because they don't want to make the decisions related to running their businesses. You have to understand that people will pay a lot of money to other people who have the authority to make decisions for them. Now, I'm not asking you to become a doctor, lawyer, financial advisor. All I'm asking you is to understand the mechanics behind why certain people make, avoid, or delegate certain decisions. Because if you understand this one principle, you can sell anything. Now, lucky for you, all of these things can be learned. And to speak and lead with authority, you actually only need to know about 20% more information on a certain subject than what the general public actually knows. So if you know about 20% more more than the average person on a certain topic, you can influence that person into thinking that you're an authority. Now, I'm not talking about faking it till you make it. I'm talking about leveling up your knowledge in the industry you're in. If I'm your client and I ask you something related to your product, you cannot stutter, you cannot be late, you cannot go look for answers. You have to have answers for everything right now. And the reason why it's so hard for you to accept the fact that you can become an authority and an expert is that they simply programmed you into thinking that you needed an MBA, a PhD to call yourself an authority or an expert. People see you exactly how you see yourself. And in sales, every single new interaction with your client is an opportunity for you to prove that you're an expert. If I don't know you and you presented yourself as an expert dog trainer and I don't know shit about the subject, I will probably believe you and confirm that you're indeed the expert if I sense that you have the right knowledge, until you prove me wrong. Now, we will always circle back to the most basic principle of personal development. In the province of the mind, what one believes to be true either is true or becomes true. So if you think that you're not qualified to sell your products and help your clients, you certainly are not qualified. But if you walk, talk, and act with pure conviction that you are the expert and the authority in your niche, you probably are. Once again, this is not about faking it till you make it. This is about mastering the subjects related to your industry and speaking with authority. With authority comes certainty, which falls on the way you communicate and vocalize your ideas. So if you spend your time chit-chatting with clients, asking them about the weather or where they're from or any other stupid, non-related, off-topic question, thinking that you're tricking them into becoming friends, they will sense that uncertainty and it actually decreases your chances to sell. Every single word should be articulated with one specific purpose: to increase your certainty level and their certainty level about the product in order for them to trust you and your product. Then we have enthusiasm, which is having fun building your business, having fun selling your products to clients. If you don't believe that selling your own product and running your company isn't fun, you shouldn't be doing it after all. Yes, there's gonna be good days, there's gonna be bad days, but if you don't wake up eager to face your challenges every single day as an entrepreneur, just don't do it. After all, why not? Making money is supposed to be fun. Then, on the third place, you have empathy, which is the willingness to help people by selling them something that will solve a portion of their problems. If you feel like you're screwing them up by selling them a shit product that will not solve their problems, just don't. That's not selling, that's scamming. You're shooting yourself right in the foot. The goal is to get people to spend more money in your business, and to do so and keep reselling them, you have to keep them satisfied. So as we said, there's two types of sales, and each one of them requires a specific sales model. Anything below the $500 mark requires a medium which serves as an indirect line of communication, like a website, a landing page, Gumroad, or a WAP. And it only relies on one singular skill. It's called copywriting. To keep it very simple and short, copywriting is the art of creating a landing page or a website that talks to your client's subconscious mind by answering every single possible question they might have about your product and wipe out every single objection before it arises, while at the same time directing them toward the buy now button. We will not waste time on copywriting. You can find the perfect copy for free in the second playbook, The Art of Sales, along with AI prompts for you to design landing pages and websites that actually convert. So if you're selling a low ticket priced anywhere between $50 to $500 using a website, your only goal is to maximize traffic visiting your website through short form content we've previously covered in the marketing section. The equation is very simple. Let's say you're selling a $50 product, and on that price point, a good copy converts anywhere between 2% and 3.5% of visitors. So for each 100 visits, you approximately get 2 sales. So stop worrying about likes and follows and worry about the real metrics, conversion rates, and work on optimizing them. You will find a checklist inside The Art of Sales where you can learn how to optimize your sales systems. When it comes to services priced more than $500, 99% of the time you will have to use a direct communication line, either by meeting the client in person or talking to them on the phone or a Zoom call. And it's actually very simple. It doesn't need to be complicated at all. So let's say I'm selling a $2,500 AI automation service to small businesses, and that my product is AI receptionists that pick up the phone and book appointments for dental clinics and med spas. It can really be sold to any type of business. If you cannot get a virtual assistant to do this for you, you select the type of businesses you're targeting, you pick up the phone and you call them. Are you interested in AI? No, Next, are you interested in AI? No. Next, are you interested in AI? Yes. What are you selling? It depends. What are you looking for? Boom. Let's set up an appointment that way we can explain everything in details and make sure you understand how your business can benefit from our AI services. How does next Monday look for you? There you go. Appointment booked. And it's that simple. I used to sell AI solutions to small businesses, and this is exactly how I would book my appointments every single time. And all you have to do is to show up and close the deal. But before meeting the client, you need to prepare a presentation, which is also included in the sales playbook. Look, if you don't make money from this training in the next 7 days, you're a disgrace. That's on you. We gave you everything in AI Mafia for free. All I'm asking you is to put your head down, execute, and keep working. Once you have your professional sales presentation, you need to know exactly how to handle your objections. A trained entrepreneur knows exactly what to expect, and he's not afraid of being rejected. Because if I tell you to knock on 50 doors and that you're guaranteed to be rejected 49 times, but behind the last door, there's a client that will pay you $100,000 in cash, how fast would you fail? How fast would you run through those 49 rejections to get that one yes that matters to get your first $100,000? Change of context changes your whole perspective on doing business, and that's why I'm here for you. These sales techniques are applicable to any niche, any industry. Doesn't matter what you're selling, it's still gonna work. The most famous objections are, this is too expensive, I need to think about it, give me a couple days, let me talk to my wife or business partner and I'll get back to you. Every other objection falls into these three categories. They just rephrase them differently to politely say no. I don't trust you, I can get a better deal, or they don't really need what you're selling. And to handle these objections, Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, used what we call loops. And the goal is to figure out the real reason why they don't want to buy from you. Number one, it's too expensive. First things you want to ask, okay, John, I understand your concern, but let me ask you a quick question. How expensive is too expensive? The goal of this question is to set a frame to see if they're product aware, means that they're comparing you to the competition, or they simply broke and they cannot afford your services. Then you have to dig deeper. You say, okay, John, let's set the cost aside of the service. If I was to save you 20 hours of manual work every single week, which automatically translates to $700 a month saved by automating these tasks and removing human errors, the idea and the cost of the program would obviously make more sense to you, right? Let's say John is an old school tough client. John is giving us hard time. Well, John, let me paint this for you. We got two options right here. Not one, not three. Let's assume that my service will save you $700 a month, since you no longer need your human receptionist, and my AI receptionist will handle more clients in less time. Your business would have made an additional $2,500 a month that wouldn't have been possible without my help. That's an additional $30,000 in revenue per year, and the cost of the program is only $2,500. Option B, you keep things the same way they are, not only missing on taking more clients, but wasting $700 every single month on things that can easily be automated. That's $8,400 a year down the hole. At the end of the day, you're only left with these two options. Option A, pocket $30,000. Option B, negative $8,400. Which option would obviously make more sense and logic, John? Exactly. Now, if you had the opportunity to start making money and saving money yesterday, now, or the next day, which one would you obviously pick? Yesterday, right? Now, let's get this paperwork filled and you continue with your closing script. The second objection is, I need to think about it. Give me a couple days. Okay, John, I really want you to think about it, but let me ask you an honest question. What will change in the next couple days, John? Exactly, nothing will change. Now let me tell you what will happen in the next days if I step up right now and you're still undecided. You will get back to your busy life and forget about the details and specifics of this conversation. It'll go on the back burner of your head, and I will follow up with you in 24 to 48 hours, and you would have lost the urgency to act upon your gut feeling. And right now, you know exactly what you should be doing. So while I'm still here, let me know if you need any more specific information about my services so I can best help you make that decision, John. Okay, now you have forced John to give you the real reason. And if the reason is money, you go back to the first loop. These loops don't need to be set in order. It depends on the flow and the context of the conversation. The last one, I want to talk to my wife or my business partner. If you get this objection, it means that you're a beginner. It's a rookie mistake to not ask if he or she is the only decision maker at the very beginning. You have to book the appointment with the decision maker. If they're not, you ask for their significant other or business partner to be present during the meeting. Here's a $100,000 ChatGPT prompt that you can use to handle any type of objection and tweak it your own way to close more clients. And let me say this, if talking to people is not your strongest asset and you want to automate this whole sales process, I got you. And by the way, the first part of the password to access all of these resources that I keep mentioning for free, send us your country flag. Yes, just go on Telegram, click on the link below and send us your country flag. I'm organizing a worldwide tour in 2026 and I really want to know where all our AI Mafia members are from. That way we can show you a text in advance if there is any in-person AI wealth creation masterclass and you'll be invited for free. This is my gift to you since you made it this far. And the second part of the password is going to be leaked in the next video. Now, I know what you think. How do I automate the shit out of this and start printing money as soon as possible? In the next part of the training, I will share with you for the first time in my life my $17 million AI automated business process that you can take and copy for free. See you on the other side.
My name is Jexie, and I am a professional volleyball player.
I am also a singer.
And I am a professional gamer at the same time.
The crazy part? None of this is real. A fully talking model that can say anything you want.
Okay guys, welcome to part 3 of this training. In this video, I'm really about to drop the sauce for you guys and explain how you can make $100,000 per month with this automated AI system. And in case you're wondering, I'm Mohammed's AI clone. I work for AI Mafia by creating and managing other AI avatars, and I also speak 17 different languages. Digital Twin está listo. Intenta crear videos con él. Además, haz clic en el botón de comentarios para compartir lo que piensas. Konnichiwa, Mohammed Amine-san. あなたのデジタルツインが準備できました。ビデオ作成を示してみてください。Okay, back to me, the real Mohammed, and the fact that it took you a minute to realize what you just saw explains the whole fucking situation. It took 31 days for this AI influencer to make her first $60,000 a month selling a marketing ebook and a paid community access, and the results were astonishing. We grew her Instagram account from 0 to 16,000 followers by posting 4 videos that went viral under 3 weeks, and we turned her account into a money-making machine. I want you to forget everything you know. Every little side hustle you failed. What you're about to learn is 100 times more promising than any NFT project, and probably better than any cryptocurrency bull run. Because this AI bubble is real and it's not about to pop anytime soon. It's growing 50 times faster every single day. AI will fucking lead to human extension. But in the meantime, let's abuse it and make some fuck you money. So here's what you will learn in this part of the training. The secret tools to clone yourself and to create hyper-realistic, consistent AI influencers that can work for you 24/7. And how to build a fully automated AI business that sells your digital or physical products while you're asleep. And a quick disclaimer before we get started. If you're thinking about creating an AI OnlyFans model using this or selling AI nudes, you're fucking weird. Don't be a piece of shit trying to sell a $4 subscription to a 40-year-old lonely man pretending to be a real girl. It doesn't get any weirder, bro. So remove that thought. But if you're actually serious about making money using this AI business model, I will show you for free 10 ways to monetize these AI influencers and make up to $100,000 a month. If you clicked on this last part of the program before going through part 1 and part 2, just because it has a more attractive title, you wouldn't be able to understand what I'm about to teach. And it's gonna sound gibberish because this is high-level specific application of the information that we've previously covered that you can use right away and make your first $100,000 using AI automated businesses. I will go in depth for the first time to show you my $17 million system, then show you exactly how to build realistic, consistent AI influencers and sell any product that you can think of. You see, the most impressive thing is not making $17 million from this business model. It's keeping 95% of the profits after tax with no salaries, no rent, no ads, no influencer promotion, no bullshit like that. And it's having a business that doesn't rely on my presence, has no charges and runs by itself. Like this, you've probably seen this AI influencer, Aitana Lopez. She's making $300,000 a month and got to 400,000 followers in less than 10 months. And this AI coach who promotes a fitness app, he sold $480,000 in fitness programs in less than 90 days. His most viral video got to 5 million views and he grew his account from 0 to 300,000 followers.
If I smash your door in and come into your house, what will you do? Now, are you ready to protect what is yours?
And this AI fitness model who landed deals with major brands like Nike.
I don't exist, but I'm still making more than you. No gym, no meals, no recovery, no burnout. I was built with AI to move like an athlete, look like a brand deal, and scale like a business.
And how do I know this? Well, before launching the AI Mafia 12 months ago, I co-founded a company called Clueless.ai. And I've been running this business for the past year and made $17 million in this platform called WAP, with no teams, no capital, no previous experience in AI or coding. And I did this by basically creating hyper-realistic AI influencers or AI clones, then blowing the accounts viral using the GOC and VEF framework that I teach you guys in the previous model. Then I sell info products like ebooks, guides, mini courses, paid communities, coaching services, dating courses, fitness programs, and also physical products like cosmetics, supplement brands. You can use it to launch your clothing brand. You can also market your mobile app or software if you're building one. This model can be used to sell anything sellable on the internet, and it's all automated using ChatGPT, NAN, and Telegram, and a bunch of other free tools that I will be exposing for the first time. And I promise, it's nothing complicated. I know what you think. Of course, it is easy to create AI-generated pictures of models, but what about hyper-realism character consistency that will get people to follow you like this? And what about engineering virality? What about having the right purple cow products that sells through your AI influencers? Because you could have the best AI influencer, but if you don't have a system that backs it out, well, my friend, you got nothing. And if you don't do it right, you'll end up with a profile like this instead of a profile like this. And let me tell you, the goal is not to fool people into thinking that your AI influencer is human, but it's to showcase an AI influencer that will be the face of your business with a story that checks all the boxes and provides a solution to their common pain. Let me show you a quick demonstration of what my system can do. Okay, generate me a blonde Russian model named Ivanka, standing next to a nice red Porsche. Telegram message has been sent. And now you're going to see our bot actually going ahead and creating our AI model for us. And it'll send us back in a couple seconds a fully AI generated picture of the model. So here's how it looks like. Telegram has completed the task. Now generate a video of Ivanka talking about how Paris is an awesome place. Second audio sent, and you're going to see our bot going ahead and generate a video using our model and post it on her social media. Let's check this out.
Wanna come to Paris with me, baby? It's amazing here in Paris.
And now we have an AI model ready to go. Hey, can you generate me 5 amazing product mock-up for my new energy drink that looks like Red Bull design in prime bottles? Telegram was sent. And now it's going to return us 5 amazing pictures of my product that we can use on our website marketing campaign. And in a matter of seconds, our Telegram bot has completed the task. And now we have 5 awesome mock-ups for my energy drink that we can use for our next marketing campaign. If you follow this step by step, you could be making a minimum of $70,000 to $100,000 a month with no previous experience. But before I expose this system, I want to take less than 60 seconds to tell you a quick backstory for those who don't really know me. To cut long story short, in front of you, someone who comes from the dirt. I actually didn't start from the ground. I started at a level way below that. I got myself into some real trouble in my early 20s, and I made a lot of money doing stupid shit. Then I lost it all and got deported out of Canada. And this was a picture of me back in 2016 when I first left Morocco. I was 17 years old with $1,000 in my pocket. I thought that I was the richest man on earth. Since my arrival, I slept on couches, in cars, on the ground. I picked up trash, worked as a janitor, dishwasher, you name it, I did it. And now this is me. Body like a tank, pockets like a bank, always building something new, and on my way to making $100 million using what I'm teaching you right now at just 27 years old. I had to mention this because all you see now is the finished product. And I wasn't always like this. I was insecure, skinny, and broke. But I had a dream, and I made it happen because I believed in myself when nobody did. I worked my ass off doing things regardless of how I felt. And I got to the point where I couldn't even take my girl on dates, and she broke my heart and left me. And it broke my heart even more, but I fixed it. I fixed it by becoming rich and strong, mentally and physically. And I hope you do the same by dealing with your problems by becoming fucking rich. So with no further delay, here's the exact system that I use. I follow the 80-20% rule. Of course you heard it, but never applied it. 20% efforts, 80% automations. So it goes like this. My AI clone creates and manages all the other AI influencers that we mass produce to promote our products. And to be able to clone yourself, head to heygen.com, go to avatars under assets, create my new avatar, and all you have to do is post a 2-minute video of you talking. You must have good lighting, a nice background, and I strongly recommend 4K video. So use your phone, and you also need a good quality of the audio for them to be able to clone your voice properly. You can get a couple videos generated for free, then it's only about $20 a month for unlimited videos up to 30
30-minute per video. You can use it to create courses, YouTube videos, reels, and no one's gonna know the difference, and it'll be a major boost if you're trying to start a personal brand and grow 10 times faster. And by the way, here's a list of all the integrations. As I promised, I will not gatekeep any information or tool. I will reveal each tool as we go on with this training. So your AI clone will serve as a second brain. And on the back end of the team, these are the AI agents that don't need a face to operate. They are the backbone of this whole operation. I have Jordan here. He's the AI product creator. Pretty much created all my products using the PMF and the Purple Cow product explained in part 2. It can create simple products like ebooks, guides, mini courses, 3D t-shirt designs for clothing brands, or complex products like mobile apps, websites, or softwares. Then we have Logan. He's the head of growth and he creates the AI influencers, and he also helps with distribution of the products. Then we have Luke. He creates viral videos using these AI models and manages all the social media accounts simultaneously. Brian, he's the head of sales. He writes content for landing pages on WAP and full-on websites on Shopify. He also closes prospects in the DM and sends checkout links and invoices to clients. Megan, she takes care of onboarding the clients and serves as a 24/7 support agent that never gets tired. Then we have Lucy. She's the pillar of this business, helps me build all the automations on NAN, which is a no-code platform that allows businesses to automate their processes using AI. And all my agents are controlled with a simple input and commands. Whether it's on Telegram or WhatsApp, I simply need to send a text or a voice note. And all of them have literally every single piece of information about all my products and projects. Every single information. It's a massive Google Drive with all the documents, SOPs, and they only need commands, rules, and permissions to function. So here's the step-by-step AI development roadmap, and it goes like this. We start with market research, then strategy and leadership, where you, the creator, have to make decisions with going ahead with the product developed or not. Then AI influencer creation, sales checkout pages, viral content creation, GOC planning, GOC distribution, client nurturing, collecting payments, order fulfillment, customers and ticket. Then you have data and analytics. And then once again, back to market research, because you always want to stay on top of the trends and ahead of your competitors. So here's what really happens inside all my departments. In the research and development department, Jordan's main function are market research using ChatGPT deep research mode. So he's scouting for viral trends, new products from competitors, and then finding audience pain points by analyzing Reddit groups and communities to see what people are complaining about. Then narrowing down the ICP, your ideal client profile, using Simon.ai to make sure we nail the persona we're targeting and we know how to speak to him. Then he creates a product using the PMF checklist, and then he finalizes the product by following the Purple Cow structure using ChatGPT and Leonardo to create the first ever prototype. In the department of viral video creation, Logan can create AI clones using HeyGen or hyper-realistic AI influencers using the secret tool that we're about to cover in depth shortly. Then he uses the global outreach communication framework, where he puts in the strategy and checklist on a Google Doc and then gets the virality engineered formula from my Notion dashboard to create viral videos. He then puts all the videos in a Google Drive. Luke then takes those videos from the drive, schedules and posts them on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok using a content scheduler. You can use any other tool like Buffer, but I find that it's limiting my reach, so I usually create my own or use NAN templates. By the way, guys, if you head to NAN, you'll be able to find more than 5,000 AI automations for free that requires no coding. And at the same time, things are happening in the sales department. Brian uses the product. He analyzes if it's a digital product like a course, ebook, paid community. He then creates a WAP landing page optimized for conversions. If the product is a physical product like a cosmetic brand, clothing brand, supplement brand, he then creates a full-on Shopify store around the product or the brand, and he links payment processors. I like using Stripe, but you can use any other payment processor. Platforms like WAP and Shopify have their own payment processors that are usually at lower rates, so I encourage you to take payments on their platform. Then he puts everything into my CRM HubSpot. It's a free CRM that helps you keep track of your sales, and then he keeps closing prospects from the DMs by using many chat automations. You know those videos where they tell you to comment a certain word and then they send you a DM that usually have a link, then they try to sell you something, right? And then what Lucy does, takes everything that I say to her and then speaks it back in JSON files to other AI agents. That's called prompt engineering. So basically there's 10 levels of how you can speak to AI, and 99% of people function between level 1 and level 3. And that's why you keep getting crappy answers from ChatGPT and image or video generation that doesn't match your expectation. And you wonder how other creators nail it and create ultra realistic content. This is machine to machine talking. Think about Lucy as my translator. She takes my regular words and complex ideas, she creates creates these automations on n8n. When it comes to creating AI agents, she uses Lindy.ai. This facilitates communication between me and the other AI agents on Telegram, and it links data between departments and creates workflows like this one using Figma. So let me share with you the secret tool to build AI hyper-realistic influencers from scratch. It's called OpenArt, and if you try to do it yourself and use basic prompts, you might get deceiving results or content that doesn't match your expectations. That's why I'm giving you a third guide to be able to create hyper-realistic, consistent AI influencers like this ones that you just saw, with all the steps and the prompts. So imagine having 3 to 4 AI influencers and you selling your products through them 24/7. Owning these is like owning a piece of land 100 years ago. I kid you not. This is the unlimited money glitch for the next 2 years. So you had to open art.ai, then create a new image. It's crucial that you select the Flux development model. Otherwise, the results will not match your expectations. And the key is to have a minimum level 5 prompt. Don't just say, generate a blonde model. Instead, I want you to copy and paste this prompt and tweet it. So a professional prompt looks like this. But here's another secret. Change the prompt adherence from 3 to 2. Anything higher will give that plasticky AI look that doesn't even look realistic. Once you generate the first image, you need to upscale it to avoid this. Once you complete this step and you're satisfied with the results, you need to build your database to train your AI on different angles, lights, backgrounds. And here's a data set of 20 different variations for your character. You can just copy and paste it from the AI influencer playbook, and it's crucial to add this part. Maintain exact face expression, hair, and skin color. It's to absolutely guarantee character consistency and only changing the pauses. Now it's time to lock in your permanent character. Head back to home, create a new consistent character from 4 pictures, and I want you to upload the best 20 shots, and they must all be upscaled. The more shots, the better the results. Give it a name, wait a couple minutes, and then it's done. Once this step is completed properly, OpenArt will never fail to deliver any type of video. You go to character library, then select your AI character, and now you can prompt her into any scenario that you can imagine. You must set the prompt adherence back to 2. Second, you have to disable the key features. If you leave it on, you will generate more shots with the same clothes, and that's not the point. Turn it off for absolute freedom. Now, I know what you think. How can I monetize the shit out of this? So here's the recipe. Create a new Instagram profile, YouTube, TikTok, and follow the exact steps from the AI influencer playbook. And the most important part is the link in bio. This is your money-making machine. And there's 10 ways that you can monetize your AI influencer. We will cover 5 of the most popular ones, and the rest will be included in your free guide. First, we have brand deals and sponsorships. Not my favorite because you have low control, low profitability, no predictability whatsoever, because you're always dependent on other brands to reach out, or you have to do the outreach by DMing brands. I don't like it. You won't like it. You don't have time for that. Then we have the subscription-based programs, paid community accesses. You can use School, WAP, and sell your marketing agency services or any kind of service that matches your skill set. Third, you have digital products. This is my favorite. High level of control, 100% ownership, easily scalable. You pick one niche, one problem, and you try to solve 10% of that problem, whether it's fitness, fashion, marketing, AI consulting, dating. Create a mini course or an ebook. There's at least 10 digital product ideas inside the AI influencer playbook. You can then use Gumroad or WAP to sell your digital products. Keep it under $100 to generate easy and fast cash flow. Then you have affiliate marketing, often overlooked but very powerful. There's thousands of AI tools that allow you to generate an affiliate link and start promoting their tools without having to create a product and earn up to 50% in commissions. And I added a list of the hottest affiliate programs that sells like popcorn. So I would keep this technique complementary, which means that I would create my own digital product that is 100% mine, then use affiliate links to make an extra income. And the last one is selling your AI services or consultation. The easiest way to do this is to target the people that already bought your mini course or ebook or members inside your paid community, and then sell them a done-for-you service. This is high ticket. Keep it above $1,000 and use the sales playbook to formulate your offer. Now that you have your AI influencer and your product ready to go, let's take an in-depth look at the system that can make you $87,000 a month, broken down in steps so that a 10-year-old can understand this. If you generate anywhere between 1 to 3 million views across the board, across the platforms, you're guaranteed a minimum of $87,000 using this formula. And I strongly recommend creating at least 3 AI influencers and focus on Instagram and YouTube because it has what we call a good quality traffic. You will use the GOC and the VAF strategy to post 3 times a day so that you're guaranteed to go viral. You will then put the link of your website in the bio and connect it to your IG account using ManyChat so that people can be redirected to your link. If you hit 1 million views, you're guaranteed around 60,000 visitors. That's around a 6% CTR, click-through rate. Then 33% of those visitors will opt in to get a freebie. Whether it's a discount, free consultation, free guide, whatever. Just provide more value for them to give you their information. You will then have a content page where you will have a 1-minute video of your AI influencer explaining the benefits of the product. For the sake of the example, our product is a mini course on how to use ChatGPT like an expert for marketing beginners with an ebook bundle for a total price of $87. Now we have two scenarios. 1% of people will buy from you, the other 99% will say no. So for the people that bought your mini course or whatever digital product you have, you will have to contact them, whether on WhatsApp, email, Telegram, because now you have their information and you will book a call with them to pitch them your service. It's not complicated. You just take your strongest skill and learn how to monetize it as a service. Use the sales playbook and the sales training to learn exactly how to close high ticket offers. Then you want to price that service for at least $1,000. The system doesn't stop here. The 99% of people that didn't buy from you will be retargeted because now you have their email and phone number. You're going to shoot them a text or automate it, make it look personalized. Hey, we just saw that you put one item in your cart and never followed up with your purchase. So here's a discount. Here's a 30% discount if you take action within the next 24 hours. People love discounts, and since the message will feel personalized, you're guaranteed at least another 10% of people who previously said no to buy from you now. Once they buy, once again, you book a call and close them on your $1,000 service because that's where the money's at. You don't want to leave any money on the table. Wow. I cannot believe that I just gave away my entire AI automated business model without holding back, with no expectation, nothing in return. And you got the whole process and training for free. And the only thing that I expect from you, bro, is to really put your head down and work for the next 30 days. And for that, I created a 30 days AI challenge inside our Discord community. It's fucking free once again, and I will give you access to the challenge by the end of this section. And at this point, you wish if I had something to sell you in this course. You started from being too skeptical, like who the fuck's this guy? Why is he dropping all this sauce for free? To now being open to the fact that you can make fuck you money with what I'm teaching you right now. And that's why I made this whole thing for free. And I'm still willing to give you more and more free stuff to help you get to $100,000 a month. And I can honestly say that nobody has ever done such a specific training that goes in depth to cover all the aspects for you to make $100,000 a month. So honor the AI mafia by putting in the right amount of work. I'd be lying to you if I said that I know how you're feeling right now. And even after providing you with the best training on earth, you might be going through the darkest moments of your life. God knows you might be struggling even more than I was 2 years ago. Failing every single business, every single relationship, quitting jobs to pursue your dream, only to end up deeper in debt, depressed, and once again in that loop looking for a job to make ends meet. And the sad truth is, no one will ever know your pain or care about what you're going through right now if you don't make it happen. And the only guarantee that I have here for you is, yes, 100%, money fixes almost every single problem. Financial prosperity will not only solve 99.97% of your problems, but it also buys your health back, relationships, respect, love, and power. And we didn't get this far for me to lecture you on the importance of having a business that brings in money. This course is all about building your own ecosystem, a money-making machine that doesn't rely on how bad the economy is. So now that you earned it, let me tell you the second password to unlock $1,542 worth of resources for free and to access the 30-day AI challenge along with all the playbooks, all my prompts, all my guides, a private community access, and access to my weekly live streams where I rate your AI influencers and products for free. You just have to send us your next 30 days goals in dollars. So basically how much money you want to make with this business, and we will send you everything for free. See you on the other side.